Hey, it's SHOVELHEADFFEJ, and I'm in the original Shovelhead shed, and I'm going through some of my stuff. Look behind me, isn't that pretty cool? That's an original 48 star flag, American flag. It's got 48 stars. But anyway, I'm going through some of my stuff. I got some Harley. I had, Harley Davidson memorabilia and all that stuff. And then I found something and I was like, man, you know what? That was the time. The first video I ever did was basically about how, Harley and other companies, got woke. They went woke, and they kind of forgot about the original guys and stuff like that. But anyway, I came across something in there and I thought, you know what? That is really when it seemed like Harley Davidson really started changing, is that they produced a product. Because, Harley Davidson, man, they put their name on anything, man, make money, when a motorcycle company starts selling underwear and ties and stuff like that. But anyway, about 1998 is when they really started changing a lot. That's when they really kind of left behind the old bikers and the guys that kept them alive. And I understand companies, you got to change, I got that, man. I understand all that stuff. But maybe you younger guys didn't know, but back in the day, will it focus? Focus. Back in the day, Harley Davidson made premium quality, probably can't say the name on YouTube of what is in here, but it's anyway, and I guess they really wanted to change their image, so they quit making them, quit producing them, and kind of seemed like that was really the turning point. Kind of strange. I want to do an introduction to the video that I'm fixing to do. Look, I'm not bagging on Harley. Every motorcycle company has problems. I got it. Every motorcycle, there's good and bad and everything. The video that I just shot and you're fixing to watch is just basically more like, hey, if you have fuel injection and if you have a quick disconnect, be aware, pay attention, because man, it really is something that's kind of dangerous and could cause a little bit of problem, at least maybe catch your leg on fire or something like that. So anyway, start the video. Hey, it's SHOVELHEADFFEJ out in the Shovelhead shed. Generally I don't do like rant videos and stuff like that. It's just, I think it's just a waste of time, a waste of breath, waste of energy. Things are the way that they are, and there's a lot of stuff as you get older, man. There's a lot of stuff that don't make sense because it used to make sense and then they changed it, and then why did they do this and all that stuff. And this is definitely one of the, man, come on, Harley, what the hell, man? I have my 2016 Slim Lowrider, and I love this motorcycle. And the other day I was going to take it out for a ride. I ended up taking out another motorcycle for whatever reason, and I enjoy riding this bike. This bike's got 1,600 miles. I'm sorry, 1,800 miles on it, and anyway, when I took out the FXR for a little ride, me and Chopper Rod, and so the next day I was going to ride this bike, and I got on it, and I'm one of those kind of guys that have pretty good situational awareness. Like, if you smell gas, if you smell diesel, if you're in your garage and you smell a smell, you need to start looking around. And so anyway, yeah, I could smell gas, and I'm like, what the crap, So I get off the bike and then I look and hang on, and I look, and this is one of my plug wires, and it's swollen. I mean, it's literally got a bubble in it, and then I can see, oh, there's fuel. There's fuel down here, and then there's fuel on the ground, and I'm like, what the crap? And so I noticed that that there was fuel coming out of here, just dripping. And so I got looking around, and this is the disconnect that they're using on all the fuel injected models and stuff like that. I mean, for since the beginning of time, there's been petcocks, and not peacocks, petcocks, and they've worked. They're fine. I mean, and so now this is the disconnect. Well, anyway, inside the petcock, inside the disconnect, there's rubber grommets, rubber washers, rubber fittings, and they wear out, and they'll start to leak. Well, mine started to leak, except mine was hitting here and then going along here. The fuel was coming into here, and it completely loaded up this whole, cylinder for my coil, and it was full of fuel, full of gasoline, and it's a good thing that I noticed, and it's a good thing that I was like, whoa, what's going on? And I, looked on my motorcycle, because I don't know if I would have started it. Would that have started a fire? Would that have went up into my gas tank? Would have burnt down my garage if I was riding it? So anyway, I was doing some research, and okay, fine, I got to rebuild it. So I called Harley Davidson, which I knew what the answer was, but I called Harley, and they're like, well, yeah, you're going to have to replace the quick disconnect, and you're going to have to replace the fuel line. So I'm like, how much is that? And well, if we do it, it's roughly $489. And if you do it yourself, you'll have to buy a new fuel line, and you'll have to buy the new disconnect. So it was like $80 for the disconnect, $70 something for the fuel line, somewhere like that. And I'm like, you're freaking kidding me, man. You don't build a rebuild kit? And they're like, no, we don't build a rebuild kit. We don't, because of liability. We don't have a rebuild kit. And I'm thinking, liability? Freaking, that fuel just went into my into my coil. And this person, I'm not going to say him or her, because I don't know what its pronouns are, said, well, you've got to realize that's a 2016. And I'm thinking, Jesus, let me see, 2016. God, how many millennials was that? That was a long time ago. Yeah, 2016. I'm thinking, what is that, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? And then I'm like, well, they built the pyramids. Pyramids are still fucking last. Excuse me. They built the pyramids, and the pyramids are still lasting. I mean, I have guns that are over 100 years old, and they still work. I got wrenches that still work. The bottom line is, if you know that this is a problem, and you know that the ethanol eats up these O-rings and all that, then why don't you build it out of something other than something that is going to deteriorate like that? And I understand, and this is the rant, I understand. It's called planned obsolescence. I get it. I understand it. That's what they do. You don't make any money. You don't make money selling a motorcycle. You make money fixing the motorcycles. You make money on the aftermarket. You make money on the repairs. You make money on the service. Same way with cars and all that. I get it. I know that Thomas Alva Edison's bulb is still burning. One of his first light bulbs he ever made is still burning, but yet once a year I'm replacing all the light bulbs in my house because they burn out. I get it. I understand that. But still, and the kicker is that this part right here, that fuel line, that lovely fuel line is back ordered till November. And they're not sure if it's going to come in. Well, in the meantime, my motorcycle is going to be down till November. I'm going to be making payments. I'm going to be paying insurance. I'm going to be paying property taxes on the building that houses this motorcycle, and I won't be able to get it until November. from a Harley dealership. Now, I understand that there's other Harley dealerships that may have it in stock and stuff like that, but it seems like if this is a common problem with Harley Davidsons, number one, they need to address this problem and fix the problem, and then number two is they need to have this stuff on hand. So yeah, it breaks down, guy. You know, you can either buy one, you know, get one there, or you know, order it to be there the next day. But November, man, I can't wait till November. So yeah, there's a ton of videos on how to fix this. I may do a video on how to fix it or not. And I may not, man. It's just, come on, Harley, man, get your shit together and get your, you know, this is just, it's just crap. You know, how the heck, my pet cock on a 40-year-old motorcycle still working. The fuel lines are still good. You know, 1,800 miles on a 5-year-old bike. It friggin' sucks. And it's a pain in the ass to repair. If you watch any videos, if you ever repaired one, it's a pain in the ass, man. Anyway, that's it. Sorry that it's a rant. But it is what it is, man. You know, Harley, America. You know, come on, man. You're better than this. Sucks. See you.
SHOVELHEADFFEJ.com.
Yeehaw!